Power through your toughest jobs with Cobalt 80V Max cordless outdoor tools. Powerful, high-quality 80V lithium-ion batteries combined with high-efficiency brushless motors provide the ultimate lawn care system. Hassle-free operation with no cords to pull, no gas to pour, and zero maintenance. Every Cobalt 80V Max tool uses the same lithium-ion battery, meaning you can change batteries between tools for maximum efficiency. And the Cobalt 80V Max lithium battery fully recharges in 30 minutes. Cobalt Max 80V, engineered for professionals, powerful enough to tackle any job. Available exclusively at Lowe's and Lowe's.com.
I have a very unusual ability to be able to speak to people backwards, and they find it both amazing and odd.
Hi, my name is John, and I can drive my car backwards very well.
People always want to know how my mind works so fast with processing words in reverse.
I'm not 100 bees working together.
What? Whoa, that is amazing.
My friends told me they had never seen anything like it, and that I had to share it with the world.
How does your brain work?
The man can speak backwards and reverse it, and it's 100% perfect forwards, 99% of the time.
I've been able to do it since I was a child, and it's always been misunderstood, like me.
You walk up to a lady at a bar and you're like, hello, my name is Nudner.
How does that equal Brandon?
iPhones and computers let people see what my mind could do, and the acceptance felt good. It felt good because I had never really experienced it before.
Fun time!
You see, things haven't always been this way for me. My parents were absolutely mortified when I learned how to play my records backwards, and absolutely beside themselves when I learned to sing with it.
I remember when I met you, you were so inquisitive. I took a liking to you right off. You were like a kid in a candy store. I mean, in some cases you were too... I mean, I remember telling your mom, this kid's got more energy than anything I've ever seen in my life. But you were so willing to want to learn.
I was terrible in school, and my teacher called my parents and told them I was pretty weird and not very smart.
Come and know me better.
People always told me I was pretty weird, and when I was growing up, I thought I was pretty normal, to be honest. And later, my friends simply called it the John Austin way.
What a messy room this is. Some people don't like doing chores, but I enjoy using this magic to clean my room.
I never knew why I was different until I stood up and embraced my talent of talking backwards. And now I know.
Your shed delivery starts at our factory. The shed is loaded onto a special shed moving trailer. Once it is secured, it is transported as an oversized load to your address. We offer 100 miles free delivery and installation from our build shop. At Sheds by Design, we are passionate about supplying quality storage buildings that provide durable and long-lasting storage solutions for you. Our buildings stand up to wind, rain, heat, and snow while keeping your things dry and protected. With 10 years combined experience in the shed industry, you can trust us to build you a quality, durable storage shed. Enjoy additional space for storage, hobbies, and work. Your satisfaction is guaranteed.
Hey guys, this is John, and I just wanted to let you guys know I was recently brought in on this really super cool film restoration project by John Schroeder, who runs The Postage. John was brought in on restoring a 50-year-old faith-based film called The Hiding Place. It's the story of Corrie ten Boom that takes place in World War II over in Holland. Because this was a 50-year-old film print, it doesn't store as well as a negative. In this case, they had lost the negative. Usually when you're restoring a film like that, you want to go to the original negative because it gives you the best resolution, the best dynamic range, and it stores really well. Because those elements were not available, they sent the 50-year-old film print to be scanned digitally at a very high resolution. Those files were sent to John at the postage. John then sent the entire film through what's called a digital wet gate. It's a program that looks at each individual frame and it's able to smooth over any scratches. Well, some of them anyway. That is where John brought me in. He said, hey, how would you like to paint all this stuff out one frame at a time? And I said, I love film and I was a projectionist for a long time and I would be honored, really honored to do something like this. For the dust and scratch removing process, we use DaVinci Resolve, and there is a feature in there called Dust Buster. So basically what you do is you take either a circle or you can take a rectangle depending on the shape of the scratch, and you basically draw that around it and it disappears. It uses the information from the frames that are around the frame that you're on to fill in the missing pixels. Some frames require several shapes, like this one right here has got over 45 shapes to hide scratches and dirt. At 24 frames per second, this shot right here took an entire day to dust bust. And look, there's even a changeover mark in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This is the preview of all the shapes that were drawn throughout the entire day to cover up all the scratches. And voila, the finished shot. You can't tell that anything was ever there. It's important to preserve films like The Hiding Place for future generations to enjoy.
Catawba River Antique Mall started because Emery and I were traveling 100 miles to our little 10 by 10 booth because we couldn't find a booth in Charlotte, Belmont, any of the surrounding areas. Emery was a true entrepreneur, so that became our dream, and we started looking immediately for a building to facilitate what we wanted to do. We were told by the city and the county that, hey, Belmont's gonna boom. It's 11 years later and Belmont boomed. This building is 67,000 square feet. We took one look at it and knew that this was the place for us. Every week, we bring anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 guests to this town, and they just love this place. The way it's set up, there is an opportunity for learning about history. How many times does a child walk down an aisle and they see something that they've never seen? And sometimes, once in a while, it's something that mom or dad doesn't know either. And we like to bring those things in, but we also have to make way for current market conditions. You know, we want to be a place for the community to just come in and enjoy the space that we have, because it is a unique space in Belmont. We have a library where you can learn some history about Belmont and the local area. It's all about being innovative and doing something new to elevate us to a new level as we go throughout this business.
Scripture says, he who knew no sin became our sin on the cross, that you might be called the righteousness of God through him. He became your affair, he became your addiction, he became your sin. He took on the iniquity of the world. He took on your impurity. So 2,000 years ago, the Son of God became our sin, lifted high on a cross on Calvary. And all who will look to him, all who will trust in him, they will be healed, they will be saved, they'll be forgiven. The Messiah has come.
Innovation is an ever-evolving journey. It stretches our creative vision, pushes us beyond the ordinary, makes the impossible possible. Along the way, we invent the means to make our lives brighter, safer, cleaner. Put the gas-like power of Greenworks tools in your hands and lead the charge.